Hi guys, it's Kelly and I'm back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing two relatively clean and simple cards. We're going to be using new product from Simon Says Stamp. Their new Friends release is out. Everything's super adorable, just like normal. And we're going to be using the Radiant Stencil die and the Stained Glass Love Sentiments, which they had a set like this for Christmas. And I used them then, loved them then, and no big surprise, I love these ones. So I picked out just kind of like a rainbow of Distress Oxides and then just kind of started messing around to see what kind of background I wanted to do. So we're going to do two different kinds. The first one is I'm working on Nina 80-pound solar white cardstock, and I'm just kind of doing a rainbow-ish gradient from the bottom to the top. So I started with the picked raspberry and then used abandoned coral, wilted violet, salty ocean, and peacock feathers, and I'm kind of letting it fade off the left hand side there. And this one is just going to be just a bold white background with the Distress Oxide inks. For the second one, I'm going to mask off the center. This Radiant Stencil, the way that it's drawn, actually has a circle in the middle, and so it kind of lends itself really well to masking out the middle of it. And for this one, I'm going to use the same colors with the addition of the fossilized amber. Here you can see my mask, because I said I was playing around just to kind of see what I liked. And so I used this mask before, and I couldn't get it to stick on this corner, and I wanted a bright white circle. So I tried just sticking it back down. That wasn't working. So Tempo Mono Multi Glue. I use it on the back of the stencil. I use it on the back of all my stencils. It's repositionable when it dries. So I actually just put a couple of dots on the back of this mask and then smeared it around, waited about, I don't know, 5 seconds till it was dry, and then pushed it back down. And I was able to get through the rest of the card without any issues. So for this one, it's not going to be the bright white stenciling. I'm going to go back over those same areas. So it's a tone-on-tone Distress Oxide background. And then if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. I'm doing some spatters of clean clear water, and then I'm going to do some spatters of Perfect Pearls, which is just really kind of shiny. The reason I opted to do this is because the distress inking was a little bit messy. I maybe had some smudges or smears, and doing the spatters helps it kind of all to look a little bit more messy and like it's a little bit more intentional and not just like that I had inky fingers. So go ahead and do that. I do want to talk to you very quickly on the community tab on my YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, I have a poll going on because I want to know what you guys would like to see more of. There's a lot of people who are looking at clean and simple cards, which is awesome. I love clean and simple cards. But understand that if you love story time and you love clean and simple cards, the two don't coincide because the videos are way too short. But I really would like to have your feedback and your input. So if you could head over there and just make a vote, whichever works for you, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. That way we're all kind of on the same page going forward about what you guys would like to learn about. Use the Mini Misty, stamped down my sentiments, which I totally loved. I just think, I don't know, there's something about that stained glass look and how they're, I just really love them. I think that they're beautiful fun. I'm going to finish off each of the sentiments by doing just little labels of white heat embossing on black paper. So basically, I just treated it with my embossing buddy, stamped it in Versamark, and then used Simon Says Stamp white embossing powder, and then heat set it until it was good and melted and shiny. I trimmed them out into little labels. I'm going to pop them up on some foam tape. I'm doing the same thing for both of them, even though you're only kind of seeing one or the other. I'm going to put those in position, and then I wanted something that was going to accent them. So I actually picked up the Ebony Nouveau drops, and I messed around with like colored sequins, and I just didn't really like the way that it looked. So I opted to kind of carry that black out. I always start my bottle off on like a scrap piece of paper just to make sure there's no air bubbles because I don't want it to not make perfectly round circles on my card. There are little hearts that are drawn into this font, which is totally cute, and I wanted to kind of highlight those, so I just used a bright pink marker. And then that's it. 2 cards, super simple, really quick, and they're rainbow, so that really makes me happy. So thank you guys so much for joining me. The whole release for the Simon Says Stamp Friends release is actually linked on my blog. If you're interested in seeing that, it will be linked down below if you're watching on YouTube. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.